and he became enslaved. But it wasn't even his fault. I'm trying to get a message across here, guys. A message of bitterness, of hatred, of all kinds of things that we carry along with us through the years because you had a couple setbacks in your life. Setbacks. Things just didn't go your way. Not the way you thought it would. I'm here to say this morning, men and women of God have gone through these same setbacks, but they did not turn and become bitter and angry, and they did not lose their integrity. And that's what Joseph did not do. So what we want to see here is we want to find out what exactly happened. How did Joseph handle being thrown or being made a slave? So I want you to go to Genesis 39, and I'm going to read 2 through 6. He was sold to Potiphar. Potiphar was a captain of the guard. He was a very, very wealthy man. Okay? Very wealthy man. And he was sold to him as a slave. Now in verse 39 it reads this. At the very beginning, and this is the one thing I want you to realize, Joseph had a setback. Remember that. He had a situation. He's got a setback in his life. Now what's going to happen? First of all, I want us to see something. In Genesis 39, 2 through 6, it says, the Lord was with Joseph, period, in his setback as a slave. The Lord was with Joseph. Don't you know that every setback that you go through, the Lord is with you. Amen. He is with you in your setback. He is with you with whatever situation or circumstance that you're going with. And so the first thing it says right here, the Lord was with Joseph and he prospered. Wait a minute, he's a slave. He's a slave. But guess what? He's got a good attitude as a slave. He's prospering. He's prospering, it says. And it goes on to say, and he lived in the house of the Egyptian master. Now this house, I want to describe this to you a little bit. Most houses in that area, for the wealthy people, they were 3 stories. Okay, they'd be 3 stories tall, and then generally as a rule, the people of the household lived up in the 2nd and 3rd story, and then the servants lived on the 1st floor. All right? And so this house that they lived in was quite a house. It'd be a house like we see today over in Leland Grove. It'd be a beautiful home. You know, it would be, let's just say, the best of Egypt, one of the best of Egypt's, because he was a captain of the guard. So now Joseph finds himself living there in this Egyptian house. When his master saw that the Lord was with him, see, he took notice. He took notice that he didn't have an attitude in his situation. See, that's one of the main issues with all of us. We get attitudes in our situations, see. Whatever we're going through, we kind of just walk around downcast, you know, and like, you know, we can't handle it. And people take notice, all right, but they take notice of the other way. They take notice of your attitude towards your situation. That it's not good. A Christian should not have those kind of attitudes. And we do. We do. And it isn't right. It says here that Potiphar took notice of Joseph. That he knew his God was with him. What made him stand out to know that his God was with him? I'll bet you what, I know that he was probably, even though he was a slave, he held his head up high. And he walked with boldness and security, integrity. And he stood out from all the others. I guarantee you today, if you will walk with integrity, boldness, and walk with this, with confidence, knowing that the Spirit of God is with you, and you would walk like that and go through life no matter what happens, you wouldn't be downcast, I guarantee you that people would take notice of you, because the majority of people do not allow the light of God to work through them. They don't. They don't let their light so shine before men that they can see it. But Joseph did. He walked before his God. He walked before him with integrity. And it says there that he realized and he saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did. Everything he did, he was successful in. Why? Because of his attitude.